do a Born Again original. I just kind of threw this video together again just because I thought it was very interesting that they had a shaman or a witch at the World Economic Forum, and she's blowing what seems to be like ritualistically like air on them. It's really caught my eye. There's other parts of this video that I thought were interesting. The people that they're talking about things they should keep from the old world order and bring into the new world order. I just thought that it'd be a really good topic to talk about because we know that shaman or these witches are connected to demons. Like, they're just connected to very powerful demons. They call them familiar spirits. They maybe view them as their ancestors. They are deceived in the end. So for her to go around and to chant and then blow air upon these people, like they're very high up organizers of the World Economic Forum. So maybe it's just the passing of the spirit on to maybe give the spirit more influence on these people. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll meet you after the video. Thanks.
World leaders, corporate giants, top academics, they're all coming together in Davos, Switzerland today. It's the start of the 54th World Economic Forum, and security is very tight at the Swiss ski resort as those international elites begin to arrive.
What are we able to keep on the positive side from the old order to bring into a new world order, and how can we avoid that new world order becomes like a jungle growing back, and we rather have an order based on international law and the principles that have brought us prosperity and freedom for decades.
It's time to plan the future. Not their futures, your future.
That order seems to not be the order anymore. We are on the way to a new order, so we are between orders.
A new world order. So what will that look like?
Maybe this is the old kind of teacher in me coming out. I think of this a little bit more about a transition of eras rather than a transition of orders, but the two are kind of cousins of one another. The reason I draw the distinction is because I don't think the international order built after 1945 is getting replaced wholesale with some new order. It will obviously evolve as it has evolved multiple times over the decades since 1945. But I do think in a more sharp and distinctive way, we are moving into a new era, and that's what I talked about in my remarks, that we are, the post-Cold War era has come to a close. We're at the start of something new. We have the capacity to shape what that looks like, and at the heart of it will be many of the core principles and core institutions of the existing order, adapted for the challenges that we face today.
An Amazonian tribal chief closed the session in interesting fashion. Roll it, Ricky.
Why should I?
Interesting. So I went to the internet, obviously, to try to maybe see what the chanting meant. And the shaman chanting at Davos, the end of Western civilization. I truly believe like this might be a biased like site. You know what I mean? Like it might be like a site that's just whatever. But they are saying some truth here in the sense that like the chanting would be for the end of Western civilization. I believe that they were casting a spell here in this. You know what I'm saying? very interesting as to why they would have this woman at this convention. And so the organizer of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, actually, he has connections to the Rothschild family through blood. So if you don't know who Klaus Schwab is, that is someone worth looking into. And if you know anything about the Rothschild family, it's worth going back to my video in the past. It's just called the Rothschild family. It's a documentary on them. It just shows what kind of satanic acts they're into. They are the head elite family. They are the top of the food chain as far as the 13 families go. So maybe we'll go into Klaus Schwab if people don't know who he is. So this is going to be the guy, Klaus Schwab, who runs this whole World Economic Forum, who allowed this shaman to do a ritual at his conference. How interesting is that? So it makes you wonder, I was born in Nazi Germany. How interesting is that? So he said a lot about the depopulation in the past, right? So it makes a lot of sense that they would be talking about the New World Order in this clip, or in that clip that I showed, and the what they should keep from the Old World Order going into the New World Order. It makes you wonder how we actually know how they're going to go into the New World Order. They had it set out on the Georgia Guidestones, which they destroyed, right? They destroyed it to signify that they were beginning their plans. So putting all this together, it seems like they really do want to end Western civilization as we know it now. So that means they will destroy major population zones. It's like that movie that was produced by Barack Obama that came out really recently. They are going to pull something like that, is what they seem to be hinting at, right? Or maybe someone comes in last minute and saves it, yeah. So I'm just going to go into the next clip here. So this was the monument that was destroyed 2 years ago that basically said that Luciferians would depopulate just the world in general. Interpretations. 10 Commandments of the Antichrist. That it would be that it would be the perfect balance between nature and man. So that means having a perpetual balance of basically conserving, or always having a number on the population, always knowing how many people there are, and whoever's not with the New World Order will be taken out, type deal. The history, construction. This is just stuff you guys can look up yourself, honestly. But yeah, that's just very interesting how they just destroyed that maybe 2 years before having this conversation. So it means their plan is on their way. I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.